Mahabali will never utter lie. Shukracharya told him, no problem. You can tell lies on 5 occasions. You can break the promise and tell lies on 5 occasions. One person asked me, you are telling this on the 4th day of Upanyasam. You should have told that on the first day itself. On 5 occasions, you can speak lies. What are they? Shukracharya says, another verse from Bhagavatam, Strishu narma, vivahecha, vrityarthe, prana sankate, gobrahmanarthe himsayam, na anritam syat jugupsitam. You are permitted to tell lies on 5 occasions. Number 1, Strishu narma, husband and wife. In their intimate conversations, they can speak white lies. She will say, you are Mr. Universe. He will say, you are Miss Universe. Both of them know it is lie only. But they are called white lies. They are allowed. Number 2, vivahecha. For the successful completion of an auspicious event like marriage, you can utter 1 or 2 lies and complete the marriage. No problem. Number 3, vrityarthe. To avoid becoming bankrupt. If you are going to lose all your money and become bankrupt, there you can tell 1 lie and escape. No problem. Number 4, prana sankate. If your life is at stake, to protect your life, you can utter a lie and escape. No problem. Last but not the least, go brahmanarthe himsayam. To protect another life. If another person or another life is in danger, you can tell a lie and safeguard them. So 5 occasions, husband-wife intimate conversations for the completion of an auspicious event like marriage, to save money, to protect your life or to protect other life, you can tell lies. Now, I ask you to tell lies only to protect your wealth. Otherwise, you will become bankrupt. That's all. He will take everything away from you. So, Mahabali, you break your promise. Now, Mahabali made the biggest mistake of his life. He spoke against his guru. He even gave advice to Shukracharya. Because my Acharya usually used to say, everybody wants to become teacher. Nobody wants to become a disciple. Nobody is interested to become a disciple. Everybody wants to be a teacher. So they are ready to teach their teachers also. They are ready for that. Mahabali taught Shukracharya. See, 8th canto, 20th chapter. Nakhya satyat paro dharmaha iti hovacha bhuryam. No. Breaking promise is a great sin. Telling lies is a great sin. Being a guru, can you advise me in this way? This is totally wrong. No. This is unbecoming of a guru. He gives advice to Shukracharya. This is unbecoming of a guru. You should not tell like this. Sarvam sodhum alam manye ritelika param naram. At any cost, I will donate what I promised to this dwarf. Let him be Lord Vishnu himself. Mahabali says, let him be Lord Vishnu. If I give donation to him, it will be etched in history that Mahabali gave donation to Lord Narayana himself. I will get more name and fame with so much pride, with so much arrogance, with so much ego. Mahabali told Shukracharya, I will donate him and I will get more name and fame as the donator to Lord Narayana himself. Shukracharya got angry. I have been speaking for your welfare, but you are denigrating and disregarding my words. I curse you, Dridam Panditamani Agnaha, Stabdosi Asmadupekshaya, Machasanatigo Yastwam, Achirat Brashyase Shriyaha. You have insulted my words. You have disregarded my advice. You have denigrated me. I curse you. You will lose all your wealth very soon. Achirat Brashyase Shriyaha. Very, very soon you will lose all your wealth. But Mahabali didn't mind. He called Vindhyavali, offered holy water in the hands of Vamana and donated 3 feet of land. Now Mahabali requested Vamana, oh dwarf, now you walk, measure and take the zone occupied by your 3 footsteps. Now you can walk. Now the Lord starts walking. Just open your mental screen. Tadvamanam rupam avardhatat bhutam harer anantasya gunatrayatmakam bhukkam dishodyaur vivaraf payodhayaha tiryang mrideva rishayo yadasata. Now the body, the divine body of this dwarf Vamana started growing to a mammoth size, which Mahabali could never imagine. Thinking him as a dwarf, he said, you walk, measure, take 3 footsteps, you can start walking. Now the Lord starts walking with a mammoth form. How was that form? Shukabrahmam describes, just open your mental eyes. The nether worlds were in the souls of that Trivikrama. Dwarf form is called Vamana. The giant form is called Trivikrama. In the souls of Trivikrama, nether worlds were there. Bhulokam, the earth, was in his feet. Mountains constituted his ankles. Birds were flying on his knees. Air was there in his thighs. Ether was in his navel. And 7 oceans constituted his abdomen. In that giant form, stars were in his chest, Dharma in his heart, Lakshmi on the right chest. Now, as the deer skin disappeared, Lakshmi appeared on his right chest. Samaveda was in his neck. Devas were in his shoulders, directions were there in his ears, heaven was there in his head. He took a mammoth colossal form, clouds were in his hairlocks, Pranavayu was in his nose, sun was in his eyes, Agni in his face, Vedas in his speech, Varuna in his tongue, Pravritti Dharma, Nivritti Dharma were his 2 eyebrows. The dharmas which give us material pleasures are called Pravritti Dharmas. The dharmas which take us towards liberation are called nivritti dharmas. Pravritti nivritti dharmas were his 2 eyebrows. In that universal form, day and night were his eyelids. Yagas were his footsteps. Yama was his shadow. Herbs were his body hair. Rivers were his nerves. Rocks were his nails. And Brahma was there in his intellect. Just imagine that form. Brahma in intellect. Rocks in nails. Rivers in nerves. Herbs in body hair. Yama in shadow. Yagas in footsteps. Day and night in eyelids, Pravritti and Nivritti as eyebrows, Varuna in tongue, Veda in speech, Agni in face, sun in eyes, Pranavayu in nose, clouds in hairlocks, heaven in head, directions in ears, devas in shoulders, Samaveda in neck, Lakshmi in vakshasthalam, Dharma in heart, stars in chest, 7 oceans in abdomen, ether in navel, air in thighs, birds in knees, mountains in ankles, Bhuloka in feet, and nether worlds in his soul. That kind of a colossal, mammoth, universal form of Trivikrama. Vikrama means footstep. Trivikrama, the God with 3 divine footsteps. Trivikrama, with that form, the Lord with his right foot measured the earth. With his left foot, he measured the skies. Earth, skies. Mannulagam, Vinnulagam, earth, sky. The entire universe was measured with just 2 footsteps. The left foot, which was going upwards, Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. It reached Satyalokam, the abode of Brahma. Brahma welcomed the left foot of the Lord into his Satyalokam, and Dhatu Kamandalu Jalam Tadurukramasya Padavane Jana Pavitrataya Narendra Swardunya Bhut Nabasisa Patati Nimarti Lokatrayam Bhagavato Vishadeva Kirtihi. Now Brahma performed Abhishekam, holy bath, to the divine left feet of Bhagavan with the water in his divine vessel Kamandalam, and that water from the feet of Lord Trivikrama, who measured the universe, descended down to the earth as the holy Ganga, on the banks of which Parikshit is now listening to Bhagavatam. We are also mentally at the banks of Ganga only. This Lord who measured the universe, his left foot went to Satyalokam, Brahma performed Abhishekam, and that water from that feet came as Ganga to this universe. Now, after measuring the entire universe with just 2 footsteps, the Lord became the dwarf Vamana again. He became Trivikrama, measured the universe with 2 footsteps, became Vamana, a dwarf again. Now the Asuras, demons were shocked. Oh, Narayana has cheated our King Mahabali. He took a small form, asked for 3 footsteps, but took a giant form, measured the entire universe with just 2 footsteps. He is trying to cheat our chief. No, we will not allow him. Demons came to attack this Lord Vamana. At the same time, Nanda, Sunanda, and all Vishnudutas came from Vaikuntham, and they attacked all these demons and sent them to nether worlds, Pathalam. Now Garuda descended, Garuda came, and he imprisoned Mahabali with Varuna Pasham. Garuda imprisoned Mahabali with Varuna Pasham. Now Vamana asks Mahabali, Padani Trini Dattani Bhumer Makyam Tvayasura. O the chief of demons Mahabali, you promised me 3 footsteps of land. You have already given me 2 steps. But the 3rd footstep is remaining. Dvabhyam Kranta Mahi Sarva Tritiyam Upakalpaya. Please give me the place to place my 3rd footstep. Where is the place for the 3rd footstep? The Lord asked Mahabali. Now, with utmost vinayam, Now Mahabali has lost all his arrogance. With utmost humility, Mahabali bowed down before the Lord and said, 8:22 2 Yadyuttama shloka bhavan mameritam vachovyalekam suravarya manyate karomi ritantanna bhavet pralambanam padam tritiyam kuru shirshti me nijam. Please place that third feet on my head. I now give my head to you. I will now give my head to you. I donate my head itself to you. Please place that third footstep on my head. I donate my head. Immediately, a voice appeared in the sky. Thank you, my Lord. Whose voice it was? Prahlada. 8:22:16. Prahlada says, thank you, my Lord. You have blessed my grandson. He was very, very arrogant so far. He refused to bend before anybody. He was so arrogant, so proud, so egoistic. But you have now bent his neck. You have bent his back. You made him worship you. You made him stand with humility. You have blessed my grandson. Prahlada says, Tvayaiva dattam padamaindra murjitam kritam tadevadya tathaiva shobhanam manye mahanasya kritohi anugrahaha vibramshito yachriya atma mohanat. Because this Aishwaryam, this wealth is the reason for his arrogance, that you have removed all his wealth. You have removed his arrogance as well. That's why he has bent his back and head for the first time in front of you. The first enemy of our wisdom is arrogance. If we are arrogant, we cannot get devotion. That's why we have to leave arrogance. My grandson has left his arrogance because of your blessings. Thank you, my Lord, said Prahlada. At the same time, Mahabali's wife, Vindhyavali, she tells Bhagavan, see the 20th verse, it is very, very difficult to get good name from wife. This Vindhyavali says, even now, my husband has not left out his ego completely, she says. He is bending his back and standing in front of the Lord with humility. Still, Vindhyavali says, he hasn't left his ego fully. Kridartam atmanagidam trijagat kritam te swamyam tu tatra kudhiyo para isha kuryuhu kartu prabhostava kimasyata avaganti tyakta hriyastvad avaropita kartrivadaha. My husband has not left his ego fully. How do you say? Because instead of saying, this head is yours, take it, he says, I give my head to you. Still he has that sense of I. Instead of telling Bhagavan, this head is also your property, you take it, he should have told you like that. Instead he says, I will give my head to you, so mine are still there with my husband. Yes, it is very difficult to get good name from wife. She said, yes, he still has some ego. Now Brahma intervened and Brahma asked this Lord Vamana, why did you punish Mahabali? Why did you strip him of everything? I don't see any mistake with Mahabali. Did he commit any mistake? Why should you take everything away from him? Brahma asked. Now Lord Vamana replies, 24th verse, 8:22-24. Brahman yam anugrinhami tadvisho vidunomyaham. Brahma, whenever I decide to bless a person, the first thing I do is, I will take away the excess wealth from him. If I wish to bless a person, I will take the excess wealth from him, because if he has excess wealth with him, he will get arrogant. If he gets arrogant, he will forget God. He will go to the extent of saying, I am God because I am wealthy. I am ruling over everybody. He will say, I am God. So this is the obstacle for developing wisdom and devotion. So if I want to bless a person, the first thing I do is, I will take away his excess wealth. Yanmadav purushastabdaha lokam mamcha avamanyate. This drives home the fact that even ED rights and IT rights are one form of Bhagavad Anugraham. Take away excess wealth from the people to develop their devotion, knowledge, and remove their arrogance. Bhagavan then says, then it doesn't mean that Bhagavan will strip us of all our wealth. He goes on to say, first I will give my devotee maturity. I will ensure that he grows in devotion and wisdom. Once he become mature enough, I will give him a lot of wealth at the right time. Janma karma vayorupa vidyaishwarya dhanadibhi yadyasya na bhavet stambha tatrayam madanugraha. Not that I will permanently stop him of all his wealth. Not like that. I will give everything step by step. I will give him a birth in a very good family of devotees. Then I will make him do good things, punya karmas, and then I will give him some good appearance. Then I will give him vidya, knowledge. Finally, I will give him Aishwaryam, wealth, after some stage of maturity, so that he will utilize that wealth properly. If I give all those wealth to an immature person, he will misuse that wealth. So I will first take away the excess wealth from him, give him maturity, and then I will give him wealth in bounty, so that he will use that wealth properly. To be precise, Bhagavan says crisply, if a person is both wealthy and humble, understand that he is the recipient of my grace. Because in this world, wealthy people will not be humble. Humble people won't be wealthy. But if a wealthy person is also humble, and if a humble person is wealthy, understand that he is the recipient of my grace. Only because of my grace, a person can be both wealthy and humble. So these are all my leelas. I will now bless Mahabali. Now the Lord turned towards Mahabali and told him, 31st verse, Yeshame prapitasthánam dushprapam amarairapi savarner antarasyayam bhavitendro madashrayaha. Oh Mahabali, are you thinking that I took away your Rajyam of three worlds from you? No. I am going to reinstate you as Indra. But not now. Let this cycle of Manu, let this Manu's regime, this is called Vaivasvata Manvantaram, let this conclude. In the next cycle, the next Manvantaram is called Savarni Manvantaram, the rule of 8th Manu. At that time, I will install you as Indra and you will rule the three worlds. But now you are not mature enough to occupy the post of Indra. So now, Tavat Sutala Madhyastam Vishwakarma Vinirmitam, I will send you to Sutala Lokam, below the earth. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, the third world below the earth. I will send you to Sutala Lokam. There, Prahlada will also accompany you. Because of association with Prahlada, you can develop more and more devotion, wisdom and humility, maturity, everything. And Rakshishye Sarvatoham Tvam Sanugam Saparichadam. I will also come with you, holding my mace as Gadapani, and protect you in Sutala Lokam. See the simplicity of Bhagavan. I will be your security guard at Sutala Lokam. So Mahabali, now you proceed to Sutala Lokam along with your grandfather Prahlada. You will get maturity, devotion, wisdom, humility, everything there. After you develop everything there, in the next Manvantaram, next cycle of Manu's rule, Savarni Manvantaram, you will become Indra and rule the three worlds. Till such time, I will also accompany you and protect you in the form of Gadapani. Saying so, the Lord took Mahabali to Sutala Lokam. Where did he place the third footstep? Where did he place the third footstep? Where is it given in Bhagavatam? Please refer. Mahabali requested Bhagavan to place the third footstep on his head. But did Bhagavan place it? Not given in Bhagavatam. You are all doing a lot of Bhagavata Parayanam. You might know it. No, not only in Bhagavatam. In no scripture it is mentioned that Bhagavan placed his third footstep on the head of Mahabali. Mahabali requested, then where did Bhagavan place the third footstep? This is answered in Rig Veda. In Rig Veda, Vishnu Suktam, there is one mantra. Paro matraya tanuva vridhana nate mahitvam anuvashnuvanti Ube te vidma rajasi prithivya Vishnu deva tvam paramasya vitse. The world knows only about two footsteps. Ube te vidma. Only those first two footsteps. First two footstep on this earth. Second on the sky. Ube te vidma. That we know. Then the third one. Vishnu deva tvam paramasya vitse. The Lord alone knows. It is unknown to the world. That's why no scriptures say. Where did the Lord place the third footstep? Parashara Bhattar explained, it could be in Vaikuntham. Because the Nitya Suris would like to have the sparshan of the divine feet of Lord on their head in Vaikuntham. So it could be Vaikuntham. Or, since the Lord has measured all the universe, he might have created a new world and placed the third footstep on that new world also. Yes, there is a possibility. He could have placed it on the head of Mahabali as well. That's also one possibility, but it is not mentioned anywhere in scriptures, just to show that the Lord is beyond our intellect. He is incomprehensible. As a symbol of that, he kept that third footstep as a rahasyam, it is a secret. So no scripture has revealed so far. Only in Kamba Ramayanam, Vishwamitra narrates Vamana avataram to Rama in Tamil Kamba Ramayanam. There Kambar says Vamana placed his third footstep on Mahabali's head. But in our Itihasas or Puranas or in Vedas, nowhere it is mentioned that the Lord placed his third footstep on Mahabali's head. This has been answered by Parashara Bhattar. We have got a mantra in Rig Veda also which says the third footstep is unknown. Bhagavatam also does not say that the Lord placed his foot on the head of Mahabali. Mahabali requested, but it is up to the Lord's divine will to decide where to place. He has kept it as a secret. Now it is time to conclude Upanyasam Swamana Avataram. Yes, it is time to conclude Vamana Avataram as well. How did the Lord conclude Vamana Avataram? Means he divided himself into two forms. One form, Gadapani. He went along with Mahabali to Sutala Lokam with Prahlada to protect him. He took another form called Upendra. Upendra means younger brother of Indra. He is the younger brother of Indra, right? Son of Aditi and Kashyapa. So the younger brother of Indra. So he took a form as younger brother of Indra, Upendra, restored the kingdom to Indra and Devas, and went to heaven for the protection of Indra. So one see the glory of Vamanamurti to protect the demon Mahabali, he goes as Gadapani. To protect the demigod Indra and other devas, he goes as Upendra. So he divided himself into two forms. One form, Upendra, went to heaven to protect devas. The other form, this Gadapani, went to Sutalalokam to protect Mahabali along with Prahlada. Before leaving, Vamanamurti asked Shukracharya to perform atonement for the hindrance caused in the Yagam. Mahabali was performing Ashwamedha Yagam. Vamanamurti intervened and stopped. A hindrance has been caused. It is a dosham, it is a blemish. So please perform Prayashchitam atonement. Shukracharya performed the Prayashchitam. What is it? Bhagavatam says, Sarvam karoti nishchidram nama sankirtanam tava. He chanted the names of Vamanamurti. That was the best atonement for the hurdle, for the hindrance caused to the Yagam. And the Yagam was completed. Now Shukabrahmam narrates the benefit of listening to this Vamana Avataram and Trivikrama Avataram. Ya idam devadevasya, 30th verse. Ya idam devadevasya, harer adbhuta karmanaha, avataranu charitam, srinvanyati parangatim. Those who listen to Vamana Avataram will definitely attain Vaikuntham. No doubt about that. They will attain moksham, liberation. Not only that, there is another important benefit. Kriyamane karmanidam daive pitriyetsa manushe. When we perform Vedic rituals, it could be towards devas or pitrus or anything. Whenever we perform Vedic rituals, knowingly or unknowingly, we are prone to commit a lot of mistakes. If you listen to Vamana Charitram and chant the names of Vamana, all the mistakes committed in the Vedic ritual will be forgiven and fixed by Bhagavan, and Bhagavan will give full reward for that Vedic ritual. So whatever Vedic ritual we do, we should meditate on Vamanamurti so that all the mistakes we commit unknowingly during that ritual get rectified, fixed or forgiven by Bhagavan, and we get full reward for those rituals. That's why if you observe all Bhagavata Sapthahams, Vamana Avataram will come at the midpoint. For any Sapthaaham, Vamana Avataram will come at the midpoint of Sapthaaham. Just imagine our Sapthaaham here, the midpoint is 4th day. At the end of the first hour, 2 hours Upanyasam. 4th day is the midpoint. Now, at the end of the first hour, this is the midpoint for this day as well. Exactly at the midpoint, Vamana Avataram comes. Why? Because in this Vedic ritual of Bhagavata Sapthaaham, we might have committed some mistakes in the previous 3 days. We may commit mistakes in the next 3 days as well. As we have listened to Vamana Avataram at the midpoint, he will ensure that all the mistakes which were committed in the previous 3 days are also forgiven, and all the mistakes which might be unknowingly committed in the next 3 days are also forgiven. And this Bhagavata Sapthaaham gets completed successfully. Vamana Murthy will ensure that. With that, we conclude Vamana Avataram.